to set up my truck IR, so now I have control of my views from the cockpit, which is much nicer. So as you can see, we set up those smoke generators so that one is going to be the target, the bandit, and the other one is the other four. I think we were that night. We were the attackers. So the bandit is going to behave like a little bit of a turn. The bandit is going to behave as much as possible as a turn fighter, and the others we're going to be practicing energy fighting. So climbing up, getting some altitude, exchanging altitude for speed, and vice versa. All right. Then we're already. There's another one flying there. You can see the smoke on one. There's another of us climbing up, and there's another one coming below, I think. That was me testing the guns. Man, I got startled. There's another one up there, you can see. So both, all of us trying to get some altitude, to get some energy, and trying to fall on the target. It's a great exercise. Absolutely fantastic exercise. One of the things I miss most of VR, this truck IR, I mean, it's not perfect. You lack a little bit of the depth perception, you know, when you're flying, and it's definitely not the same looking at a screen instead of just being inside the cockpit. You know, here, I'm not really inside. I can see everything, you know, but I'm not inside. With the VR, you have a amazing sensation. Let's take a look outside. See how it looks. The best. So see, there's him. These two of us going to get him. Some shots there. That's me getting some shots. So you see, you boom and zoom. Or zoom and boom. I think it's boom and zoom. So, yeah, you exchange altitude. You can see there from that. We went up to almost 5,000 feet, not losing too much speed. Now we're getting back into the game. So it's back there. So you go there. If you have the shot, you take it. If not, you just, you know, go back up, regaining your energy. Now it's in a bit of a difficult situation because the attacker can pull up the nose and get some hits, but that's where the wingman comes in. That's me coming in for another kill or another shot. Yeah, you see, not too accurate. Very difficult. This gun sight is really difficult. This mils, 100 mils gun sight, because I think I can modify a little bit there. Not on this track. So there's the smoke showing us where the enemy is. So you can see he's doing tight turns most of the time. He's not keeping his energy very high. He's just turning around, making our descent a bit more complicated. But at the same time, you know, to train you to use the energy that the F4U Corsair can generate when you start descending from altitude. So something like 5,000–6,000 feet down to sea level is quite enough altitude and distance to be able to get some separation here. see that I'm always trying to look for him. I think he stopped smoking for a little while. There he is. I think it was my time to be the bad guy. Anyway, very well. One of us, I think we've changed places. So after a while, if your aircraft is damaged, you just return to the airfield, change it for another one. The thing about DCS is that they are for free. Oh, once you purchase the mode, yeah. It's a nice beautiful day to fly around. There he is, again with the smoke. There he is. Has been attacked by two. I'm just going to go the other way around. I'm turning some altitude here. Just trying to turn as fast as I can. The F4U also, if you want to turn it into a turn fighter, you need to put some flaps. The good thing about the flaps, some shots there. The good thing about the flaps, the selector, flap selector, which is just there. There you go, there. That lever over there. So the thing about it is that the flaps, that when they come out, they just go in. They have an hydraulic system that they go in by the friction of the air. So when you're accelerating, the same happens with the cold flaps up there in the front. If you're too fast, they will close down. So you always have to remember to open them up. If not, your engine will cease. That's important. There we go. One is out, another one is in. I'm just doing some turns here, trying to find the enemy above me. I think I was actually, yeah. Now I think it's me, the enemy. I don't know why I wasn't smoking, but I think I should have been smoking. I think I didn't have the smoke generator at the time. Maybe we did that later on in the session. This session was like 2 hours long, so I don't think I'm going to be recording also all the streaming all the session. Only for hardcore gamers or simulation enthusiasts. But I will definitely make comments regarding the F4U Corsair that I think are nice for whoever wants to fly the aircraft. I can give some tips on how to operate it and fly it from the perspective of a real pilot, of course. This is a fantastic machine. It's difficult to fly, but nice machine nonetheless. So I was just turning around. These guys were just orbiting on top of me, trying to find a moment to zoom and boom, yeah. But I didn't want to make it easy for them. So always looking up. There they are. At least one of them. Just trying to look out. So I always say my neck flexibility has improved since I started flying DCS, because you constantly have to look behind you, up, to the other side at the same time you're flying. They're all somewhere there waiting to attack. There's one there. There they are, trying to look for me. But of course, that's why it's so difficult to see. If you look from above, think about it. You know, it's not easy to see an aircraft from around. I'm here at 2,000 feet. So at 2,000 feet altitude, how hard it is to see the aircraft. You see there in the center. You see there. So this is from 2,000 feet. So imagine, you know, you're flying around, and now you can understand. There we are. Yeah, they were trying to shoot me. Anyway, some shots there. Someone trying to get to me. The problem is that you start your descent, and of course you have some maneuverability. The aircraft, when it's very fast, lose a little bit of capacity to maneuver, and you cannot make tight turns because you will bleed a lot of energy. So that's it. That's me flying around the Oroti airfield, the Marianas map. See if I could get some clients to hit on me. I'm so looking forward for the World War II Pacific assets that they're going to bring out. Being able to have all different ships and structures on the ground and on the islands to populate this amazing map, because the missions we're doing are really great. Ooh, what's going on here? Losing altitude. Come on, come on. You can make it. You could do it. You have to be careful with this aircraft, because when you're... Oh, look at that. One is coming behind trying to hit me. Dodging. Jinking around. This is a strange view. Ah, there it is. Sorry for that, I'm using my head. I tried to fix. Look at that. Both of us head to head. And this, what happened to me here, was very cool. Suddenly the engine ceased. And the problem is that I had been at high power, so you see the fuel, I hit reserve. So I was just trying to change it to reserve. Oops, worked for a little bit. Ooh, I made a mistake there with the selector. Go back to reserve. There you go. So somebody got some hits on me while I didn't have any power available. Then you recover, just fuel starvation, and you start flying again. No problem, no problem. Trying to fix things. Wait. Oh my god, how sensitive is this? Look at the view. Really cool view. Just testing also the views here in this yet to try to make this a little cooler. Quite amazing. doing a little bit of a hammerhead. Not very clean. But that engine torque, man, is just so powerful. There you go. Somebody's coming at me. Somebody's falling behind. Come on, man. What's going on? Nasty. Nope. Decided not to come back to get me. Roll back a little bit. Bit of a loop. Don't like animal, man. There you go. There's one there coming for me. Yeah, he got a couple of hits. This is a live session, so apologies for the camera. I'm using my truck IR to do this. I think I stopped being the bad guy, and we had a new one, the smoke generator. So let's go and kill him. See. Let's see. Ooh, what happened there? Yeah. Had some issues. No, I think I was just landing. Yeah, at this moment I decided to just go ahead and land and make my approach so I can put the generator on. Losing some speed. I think it was a cool landing, this one. Put the gear down, see that it's coming down. Let's see, this view is a little better. Yeah. Bit of side slipping, I think. I had to do a little bit at the end. Flaps are out, gears down. Coming down for landing. Oh, yeah. A little bit of braking there would have been a bit better. So, now that I'm taxiing.
Code 1-2, taxi to parking area.
I think I stayed here for a little while. I think I put the refuel, I put the oxygen generator, sorry, the smoke generator, and I came back up. Anyway, so that's, don't want to make this video so long, so anyway.
Request repair. Unable to comply.
Yeah, I tried, so I thought, you know, maybe the aircraft has been hit a few times. Nothing too complicated, just a few holes somewhere, here and there. I thought maybe I can repair it. Sometimes works. I don't know why this time didn't work. Maybe they don't have it enabled here in Orote. Look at how pretty it is. How amazingly pretty. Here's this aircraft. Powerful. There's another one coming in. Let's see if I can set up the airport. This is Orote. Is that where we are? No. Oh,
Request
this is
refueling.
Agana. This is Agana.
Request rearming.
That's Orote. There we go. Let's see if I can
Copy.
put the camera somewhere there. Let me see if I can turn this around a bit.
Refueling complete.
Somewhere here, so I can turn around. We can see who's coming for landing. Ah, that was a Z-47, I think. Behind the Z-47, it was somewhere there. Let's go back. I wish the movements of the mouse were a bit softer, man. Maybe I could make them softer, but I don't know how to.
Rearming complete.
That's an AI aircraft. It's just cool to have aircraft moving around. It makes the terrain a bit more live. And we're gonna stop it here. And there the camera stays on. There's one traffic coming in. Here comes. I think that was Jack. That's stick. I think he made it. Yeah.
Dodge 1-1. Clear to taxi to runway 29.
Yeah, because the engine is seizing. So yeah, exactly. That was him. So he managed to glide down. Nice job. That cool guy, Jack is. Alright, that's me about to take up again. Fully loaded and with the smoke generator. Mostly trying to turn this freaking aircraft. You can see I'm using full rudder and just stepping on the brakes because the aircraft doesn't like to turn. It's just, I don't know if it's what we call the bug, or what was it? There's another aircraft coming in. Just take a look at that one. Beautiful. So that's Bremer, I think. It's coming for landing.
Enfield 1-3. Clear to taxi to runway 29.
There I am. Ready for departure.
Enfield 1-3. Taxi to parking area.
I'm just gonna move up a little bit. Here I am. Here I go. Yeah, well, not very center takeoff. Nonetheless, Not too bad. Now I became the target again. Hey, where are you going? Testing my guns. Sorry for this, I'm trying to center it a little bit. So sensitive on this view. It doesn't come back. There it is. Another pass. Let's see how it looks from the point of view of the airport. Adelante.